We heard a screaming aircraft and moments later a terrible explosion. Seen the Arizona listing and sinking, the West Virginia, Tennessee, Maryland, Utah, California. I seen the Oklahoma turtle up. I wanted revenge.
I still hear the screaming and yelling and the pounding, wanting to get out. And they couldn't.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
My name is Jack Holder. I joined the Navy April 24, 1940. I arrived in Pearl Harbor December the 12th, 1940. I was a flight engineer on the Catalina flying boat, the PBY.
Don Graves. I'm a Marine from the Second World War.
We have 3 individuals who are World War II vets who served in the Pacific from Pearl Harbor all the way through Iwo Jima. One of them on the far side, his name is Jack Holder. He actually served here on the morning of December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor survivor of California.
Yamamoto arrived. I had the duty that day. The section leader began roll call. We heard a screaming aircraft and moments later a terrible explosion. We ran outside. The first bomb had fell on Fort Island, his VP-21 hangar, which is only 100 yards from mine. All of our aircraft were parked between the 2 hangars. And incidentally, these were new PBYs. They were only 2 weeks old. We just returned from San Diego. Half of them were on fire. One of my shipmates remembered there was a sewer line behind there under construction. He says, "Let's go for the ditch, follow me." We all ran, jumped in the ditch, sat there clinging to each other. One of the pilots seen us, strafed the ditch with machine gun fire, missing us by probably 3 feet. He hit the dirt piled up beside the ditch. When I came out between the 2 waves, which were an hour and 15 minutes apart, I could look up Battleship Road, seen the Arizona listing and sinking, the West Virginia, Tennessee, Maryland, Utah, California. I seen the Oklahoma turtle up. My sea shipmates aboard these ships that had been torpedoed were diving off of the ship, diving into water which was covered with oil and on fire. Most of them died in the water. Some of them died when they reached the beach. It was horrible.
I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
This started everything for me. I'm going to skip school and go down to the Marine Corps office. I'm going to join the Marines. Kids were joining like crazy. There were platoons all over that field, all over that. You couldn't hardly move, but we were in and out like this training. What they do in 13 now, we did in 8 weeks. I went into an outfit called 2nd Anti-Tank Battalion, and Roosevelt formed a division to fight on Iwo Jima. Went over to Hilo, boarded a ship, came up through the channel, and that's when we saw the disaster. Oil, the ships, silent. Went right through, not a word, and we went on our way to Saipan.
came out. So when you want to slow or closer, drive. Savannah, we was on combat alert while we were there up there during that time. He was shot, every shot, and if you heard six snaps, you heard it was going to hit, you won't be around from that.
We were going to take that island. We knew nothing about that island. There were 300 men in my company at that time. The battle lasted 6 weeks. At the end of the 6th week, 18 of us walked down, no officers. You'll never forget it. We've been brainwashed, but we've been brainwashed to be young men as teenagers.
Ah, boy. I still remember what she looked like going down.
You know, I stood there and looked down in that well for the water. I still hear the screaming and yelling and the pounding, wanting to get out. And they couldn't. I can hear it. It's horrible.
Just take a look. Look at the list there.
A lot of men to lose at one battle.
Like to place lay upon the statues?
Place it right where the Marines are.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
I tell all these youngsters, when they see the American flag, treasure it, and remember one thing, you live in the greatest country in the world. It's not always right, but it's still the best in the world.
We had to go back today. I forgot something, and I felt bad. When you have a brother as a Marine, and he dies, you give him a slow salute. I didn't do it. I never thought about it. And I read those names, and it affected me. And then when we got back in the car, I said, I failed to do something. So we went back, and we stood there, and we gave a slow salute.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm bundled right up and want to tell others about it and hope that they, you know, get the feeling of it, you know. But it's tough. It's rough. They've got to see it. Those bullet holes on the concrete, that's what they have to see. They need to see that. That's real. They meant to kill us. And they did. I still have the same feeling of the attack here. Look at the glass windows replaced. Bullet holes. Yeah. No, it'll never leave. It'll never leave. Remember Pearl Harbor. But I'm going to sing God Bless America, but I'll try my best at it. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, wide we foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.